Typically, when you think of celebrities, you think glitz and glamour. While you may think some of your favorite celebrities clean up nice, what you might not know is some don't even know what the word soap means. Hi, I'm Stacey Taylor and today I'm counting down the top 10 celebrities with terrible personal hygiene. So what celebrities do you think have horrible hygiene stories? And let us know in the comments below. Coming at number 10 today, we have Megan Fox. If you take a good look at Megan Fox, you wouldn't think that she's the type of person that has a personal hygiene issue. After all, she looks like she takes good care of herself, and no one has ever accused the actor of smelling bad. Unfortunately though, it seems like the actress is just as bad as the rest of Hollywood, and she's even admitted to it. According to Megan, her memory isn't always as good as it should be, and that means sometimes she forgets to do things people would want her to remember, such as flushing the toilet. There have been many times where Megan's friends had to tell the star off for not disposing of her evidence properly after she used the restroom. And honestly, just thinking about it makes you wonder how awkward those conversations are, because imagine walking into the washroom and finding out I can't. Okay. And honestly, just thinking about it makes you wonder how awkward those conversations are, because imagine walking into the washroom and finding out Megan left you a not so pleasant surprise. It's clear the actress's friends had it worse than she did after they found her brownie. I actually can't. Number 9. Kourtney Kardashian. The Kardashian family has built $1 million empire out of their many beauty lines and fabulous looks. However, while these women might always look glamorous on and off the red carpet, apparently they don't always have the smell to back up their appearance. Well, that's if we have to believe what Scott Disick has to say, and honestly, he's a pretty reliable source, so let's hear him out until someone proves us otherwise. According to Scott, his former partner hasn't always smelled as fresh as Daisy's, which is surprising as she's always pushing us to smell fresh through her poosh blog. Apparently, when Scott and Kourtney's kids were very young, Scott would note that her body odor was reportedly far from appealing. Supposedly, Kourtney gave up using deodorant because she thought it was bad for breastfeeding or something. While that statement has never been proven to be true, Kourtney believed it, so she ditched the good stuff and went au naturel, meaning she smelled like a walking subway. Hey my little peaches, are you liking this video so far? If so, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Coming at number 8, Robert Pattinson. So if someone told you that they couldn't remember the last time they showered, how would you physically respond to that answer? While most people would be a little disgusted, it's probably a good thing that none of us are famous and hanging out with Robert Pattinson during his Twilight days, as the actor admitted to barely washing himself back in those days. Yikes. He even told Extra during an interview that he didn't see the point of cleaning his hair. There were even rumors around the set of Twilight that claimed the actor hadn't even shampooed his hair for 6 weeks, so you can forget about the olive oil and seasoning for your chicken, because back in the day all you needed was Robert Pattinson's hair. However, in his eyes, he didn't see there was a point of going through so much effort, as he didn't care about being clean. Unfortunately, it seems that people he worked with had a different point of view. MTV News revealing that some of his crew members didn't love his poor hygiene. Thankfully, it seems things have improved a bit since then. Keyword, a bit. Number 7, Miley Cyrus. Okay, so she may not be like this anymore. However, back in the day when Miley was all about being wild and carefree, things were a different story. Desperate to break away from her Hannah Montana image, the singer transformed her image into one that wasn't exactly child-friendly. During this period of time, she was frequently pictured sticking her tongue out at the camera, and this would lead to a lot of questions about her oral hygiene, as her tongue looked like a chia pet. Cher would even reportedly note in an interview that Miley's tongue looked like it was coated, and medical experts would soon even weigh in by suggesting her mouth could be home to fungus. Probably didn't help that she apparently also wore someone's retainer in 2016, and any germs that were present in that person's mouth would have easily made their way into Miley's mouth, which is something that's probably better not to think about. Number 6, Post Malone. When it comes to Post Malone, it seems he may smell better than what people actually assume, as it appears that a lot of his fans take one look at him and just assume he doesn't smell the nicest. There was once even rumors going around that his manager quit because of how bad he he smelled. The rumor became so popular that people even recommended that the singer should appear in the reboot of Queer Eye. Thankfully though, Post Malone took it all in his stride, although it seems his listeners might not have been entirely wrong about his odor. Although the singer claims that he doesn't smell, he has admitted to having a musky smell as he doesn't wear deodorant or anything, which means he has a natural scent. So if you want to know what Posty smells like, all you have to do is take a bite out of an onion, take one deep breath in, and go, oh yeah, like Kool-Aid Man. I mean, for better or worse though, it's probably best to just wear deodorant at all times. Number 5, Leonardo DiCaprio. Considering everything going on in the world right now, like Leonardo dating a 19-year-old girl, it's not really surprising to hear that the star is apparently starting to go more green. After all, he wants younger women to listen to him when he advocates things like going green, as he wants to lead by example. Unfortunately, as good as going green may be, Leonardo DiCaprio has taken things a little too far. According to National Enquirer, Leonardo DiCaprio is one actor who's taken their love life for the planet a little too far, as he supposedly reduced his shower sessions to just a few times a week in order to conserve water, which honestly isn't too bad. However, considering how often the man's at work, it's not really great news for his co-stars. What made matters even worse is apparently the star completely disregards deodorant, as he allegedly refers to it as being unnatural, which now makes sense to why women can smell the man from a mile away, as his pits are expelliarmus. Number 4, Bradley Cooper. In an effort to try to avoid hygiene problems that seem to plague Hollywood, Bradley Cooper apparently takes several showers a day. The actor has even told Esquire that he starts and ends his day by cleaning himself, and that he also jumps into the shower after a workout. With this in mind, you probably expect this actor to smell fresh all the time. However, while he might wash himself frequently, it doesn't really do anything if he chooses to opt out of using deodorant. That means that if he works up a sweat while filming, you're going swimming in a sea of onions, as he has nothing on to stop his body odor from becoming problematic. Thankfully, no one seems to have called out this star yet for his stench, but maybe they're just trying to protect the actor's dignity. Let's be serious, no one really wants to get a reputation for stinking up the joint. So don't be stinky and wash your pits. Number 3, we have Kristen Stewart. Strangely, despite Robert Pattinson not caring about washing his hair, apparently he was adamant that his leading lady be on the cleaner side. When he and Kristen Stewart were enjoying each other's company on and off screen, he often allegedly found her lack of hygiene habits a bit off-putting. The National Enquirer would even reveal that the actress isn't exactly the biggest fan of cleanliness. Supposedly, Kristen rarely washes her hair, and typically she avoids wearing any perfume. On top of that, she only brushes her teeth once a day. Although Kristen had reportedly made an effort to do these things when Twilight first started filming, she soon changed her tune. However, according to the stylist, that wasn't something Pattinson found off-putting. In an interview with Kristen, she would admit that Robert loved to lick her armpit, which was probably like putting a lollipop back in your mouth after it fell to the ground, but hey, 5-second rule, right? Number 2, Julia Roberts. The first thing that probably doesn't come to your mind when you think about Julia Roberts is how much she reeks. However, according to one of her old security guards, the legendary actress doesn't always smell like roses. In fact, she rarely smells quite so fresh because she apparently only showers every few days. That's mainly because Julia likes to be eco-friendly, so she aims to avoid wasting water whenever possible. Unfortunately, while her actions might be helping the planet, they aren't helping her co-stars. What makes the matters even worse is when you consider that Julia once told Oprah that she doesn't like using deodorant because it isn't exactly her thing, but you know what else shouldn't be her thing? Walking around smelling like a giant onion facility. But if that's her thing, that's her thing. Although the actress might not have the best personal hygiene habits around, at least we know you don't have to smell amazing to become a leading lady. And coming at number 1 today, we have Kesha. It's clear Kesha has calmed down her act a lot, but when she first entered into the entertainment scene, she was a real wild child. Being rebellious was Kesha's whole image, and it was no secret that she loved throwing people off her outrageous behavior. That apparently included her drinking her own waste. You gotta love a good cup of Kesha, am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Anyways, the whole statement is actually ironic because it's actually something she did when she was filming her documentary series, Kesha, My Crazy Beautiful Life. Apparently, Kesha was inspired to do it because she was told it was healthy, although later in life she did regret her actions. It was around that time that people were also supposedly telling her she smelled like a shrimp on a diaper. While she may have been exaggerating about how bad her scent was, it was pretty clear that people did not love her odor. And it has us all praying that her hygiene has gotten a bit better since she started cleaning up her act. Well, that's it for this video, my little peaches. Until the next one, remember to stay juicy.